Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This might not have been my best plan. Guys, I did it! I'm in the van! Okay, well, this is not the most flattering of angles, but it is what it is. It's where I can put you in here. So, I am on my way to test drive, hopefully, 2 different ProMasters that I found out near Pinckney, which is, I don't know, if you're not from Michigan, it's like an hour outside of Detroit to the northwest, and kind of like a fast and furious week trying to find a good vehicle to even try to get into. I found a lot of really questionable stuff, so fingers crossed that this goes well. I'm hoping that I have effectively put to bed all of the questions that I had about what kind of van I was gonna do, because for a minute I went down this whole road of like, I really like the Ford Econoline and like the Chevy Express, and I found a company that does the high tops for about $4,000, and I can find those vans for like $18,000, which is essentially what you could find ProMasters for 2 years ago, but whatever. I really like the whole look, the whole vibe. The problem with that route was that, yes, I could do the high top for like $4,000 to $5,000 depending, but that is nearly doubling, not doubling, it's 150%ing the total like out-of-pocket budget that I have. So yes, my car payment would be less, but not less enough to make up for how much out-of-pocket I would be spending. Not to mention, it just hugely complicates the logistics of it. Like, I could only do the bottom part of the renovation or the build before I did the high top, because they need to be able to walk from front to back of the vehicle to do it. Basically, just this being my first van build, I am not a professional carpenter, plumber, electrician, builder, any of that shit. It got a little overwhelming. So I dig the retro look of it, and I like the way it looks a lot better, but I am gonna stick with the ProMaster. So, backing up, I am on my way to test drive a few of them that I found. They've got like 55 to 60,000 miles on them a piece. One of them is a 2019, one of them is a 2020. And they are both listed for about 35,000. Okay, you guys, so it has been a morning. So what's going on is I spent the last day and a half just like detailing the hell out of my car. So I went in and I did like the detail on all the engine. I wiped down the inside. I cleaned up, hid some of the scratches on the outside, and I took it in to get appraised at the Subaru dealership that is right up here in Ferndale. So I thought that they would probably offer me more than the Ram dealership did. They did by like $4,000, so definitely shop around if you're selling your car. They did offer me more, but it's still not as much. I did an online offer for CarMax, I think it is, in Ohio. I did the offer through them, and they're offering me $20,400 for the car. Now, obviously, they're gonna walk around and look at it when I get down there, but that is their offer. The offer from the dealership, I'm sorry, Luna, I threw this at her. Offer from the dealership is $19,750. So it is significantly less. It's $650 less, but I don't have to drive down to Cleveland. My friend Kim doesn't have to follow me down to Cleveland, so we don't spend 2 cars gas getting down there, and I don't have to deal with the fact that maybe I'll get down there and they don't give me what I thought I was gonna get. And that's my big fear, is I'm gonna get down there and it won't be worth the money to drive down there. Like maybe it'll just be an extra $200, and at that point I've already spent that in gas for me and Kim. On the other side of things, yesterday they weren't able to run my credit because I've got it all locked down. So I've got everything locked down. I forgot I had everything locked down. So the first time they tried to run it, they couldn't. I lifted the freeze so that they could do it. And this morning at 11:45, I got the really concerning 84,000 messages from all of my tracking companies letting me know hard inquiry, look out. Really there were only 4, but because I have 8 different services tracking these, I have Credit Karma, and then I have Experian, and then my current auto loan offers one through Chase, and then I have the True Identity lockdown that my company offered to all of us, and I have 2 other services. So each of those 4 times got reported to me really quickly by 8 different services. That wasn't stressful at all. Well, now it's 1:30, and I still haven't heard from my guy. I got a text from him mid-process. He said that they were running it and that he would hopefully have an answer for me soon. But, and then he said something to the effect of, oh, but these ProMasters are tricky. And I was like, so they're running my credit and I don't know what's happened. It's been 2 hours and I'm low-key, not so low-key, freaking out. So we will see. Fingers crossed for me. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So you guys, I literally, I'm not exaggerating, 3 minutes after I finished that last video that I was doing, I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold my thing. I won't give you any seizures. 3 minutes after I finished that last thing, talking about contingency plans, I literally had started Googling Econolines and the Chevy again because the payments on those are so much lower, the loan on those is so much lower. I'm sorry, I can't speak. The loan on those would be so much lower because those are listed between 18 and 22,000, whereas this is 36,000, the van that I'm looking at. So I was okay, well, worst case scenario, I'll just find something really quick so that it won't have time for these hard inquiries to tank my credit. And, I can just get in there and get it done and I'll figure out the extra money for the high top later. Literally 3 minutes later, I got a text from my guy. I got approved, first of all, which honestly, I never know with my ridiculous credit history if that's a possibility. I got approved and my rate is 4.04%, which if you have good credit, maybe that's not super exciting to you. Maybe you're oh, I've got 0% APR sometimes. I've never been that person, never. Because I'm just crap at money. It's not one of my special skills. I try real hard to compensate, but it's not something that comes naturally to me. So the first car I ever bought from a dealership, I think my APR was something 17% or something truly horrific, but my car had crapped out and I needed something. It was for a Dodge Journey, which it was a cutie little car. His name was Beauregard, Violet Beauregard, because he was blue. Anyways, he crapped out on me too. I was so unhappy with him and I was paying so much on the APR. Even my very first, brand new car, my dad was kind enough to co-sign with me. And I think my rate on that was I want to say 5.9%. It wasn't awful, but it wasn't good either. And then even this little guy, who is not long for this world, at least with me, his APR, I want to say it's 7.17% or something like that, low 7s. So this is huge. I was seriously doing my planning for between 10 and 15%. When I got my pre-approval through Car Gurus, it was literally 14.59%. That was my pre-approval. So I was okay, best case scenario, this would be just under 10. It would be bomb if I got 9%. And they just came through for me with 4.04%. Okay guys, we are here in Red, the last ride of Red. I am on my way to the dealership to trade this bad boy in for nothing, just for some money. But to end the lien on this car, make a little extra cash, and then I am walking home, which I realize I could just grab an Uber, but it's only 2 miles away from my house, and there's something about the idea of walking home that appeals to me. I would be doing my walk in the afternoon anyways, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's 92 degrees out right now, so seems like a good idea. We'll see how this goes. This might not have been my best plan. It's 1,000 degrees, and I think it might rain on me. Guys, it's hot. Good. You comfy? Guys, I did it! I'm in the van! Okay, so I haven't been filming because I've been, obviously, you know, driving. But I just got a call from the guy at the dealership. He forgot to run my card for the money down. Like, I had the deposit to hold the van, but he didn't run for the actual money down. So I got a text from him and he's like, I'm really sorry. I forgot to get your money down. So I pulled over here at this weird, like, I don't know, sports complex or something to give him the card over the phone, because now I'm like half an hour away. And I was like, please tell me I don't have to drive all the way back there in this giant car that I'm already trying to learn. Anyways. So yeah, while I'm stopped, I figured I would like capture how I'm feeling about this, because this is bananas. I cannot believe that this is gonna be my home. What is going on? In all reality though, like, this still doesn't seem real. I wish you had told me that there was only one key. That seems a little like sketch. That isn't even a thing I thought to ask. Like, it's a 2020. I kind of assumed that the keys were all accounted for. So that kind of sucks. I'll figure that out, because I need to have another way in case I lose that, right? So I'm gonna see if I can get, like, not even the electric fob, but like just the key to get in. Yeah, this is surreal. This is super surreal. I'm also not convinced that the AC works, which maybe it's just, it takes a long time. They had it running when I came to test drive it, so maybe it just takes a long ass time, because this is 60 square feet as opposed to like the 10, not even, of my last car. So we'll see. Like, it feels like it's cold coming out, so it might just be that I'm driving a giant metal box down the road and it's not gonna cool down the way I think it might. My AC 100% works. I'm just an idiot who didn't put the AC button on. Great start. Seriously, all I want to do now is just like get to work. I mean, my friend Kim was amazing enough to drive me out to freaking Pickney to get this. It's an hour away from home. She's my favorite. Kim, I love you. For other reasons other than being my chauffeur, but love you. So she is back at my house with my dog. She is awesome and is picking up pizza for us to have when I get back. I'm still like, I think half an hour away. So gonna get home. Tomorrow at work is gonna be a struggle, because I will know this is in my driveway and there are things I could be doing. Like, these metal panels need to come off immediately. They rattle so much when I'm driving. So that'll be project number one. I'm gonna get cleaning because it's a little bit dirty back here, and we're gonna get going. It's happening, guys. Oh. Okay. So, total lowdown on the van. I wound up getting it from a Dodge Ram dealership for just over $36,000 at a 4.04% APR. That means that my payment is about $150 less than I was planning for a month, so that's pretty awesome. The van itself has just over 63,000 miles on it and is in pretty good shape. There is some mild surface rust underneath the van that I'm going to take care of, hopefully before winter, so it doesn't get any worse.
Winter is coming.
And then there is some stuff on the inside that I need to take care of. So there are 2 holes that I found that need to be filled with some of that cold weld stuff. There is a little bit of rust along the top edge behind the driver's side, or behind the driver's seat. I think that maybe one of my clearance slates is leaking, and that's how water is getting in there and just kind of like running along that top edge. So I will look into that, seal that up. Other than that, the rest of it is just cosmetic. There's some mild damage to the paint, so I'm gonna get in there and sand it and then paint those areas just to make sure that there's no water getting in there. But overall, I'm really excited about what I got, and I cannot wait to get started. Like a, well, that went everywhere.
This is a simulation. What the hell else would you call this nonsense?
The start of a mental breakdown.